We have no policy of either harassing or mistreating or being uncooperative with the media. We support the media. It's our way of life now in Kenya. We respect freedom of the press. It's our way of life in this country. And we are bound by law at all times to support the work that the media does in our country. And as we have said several times before, it's very important that our brothers and sisters in the media know that we are willing, available, and always here to work with and support them. As your minister has said, we will be forthcoming and share information as much as possible, and we will work to support you. So we not only want to benefit from the work you do, but we would also like to be supportive to the work that you do. So if the press has got any particular issues in any particular jurisdiction in the country, we as national government administrators, we as police officers are the ones who are supposed to facilitate the press to do their work. And no one in this country, no one who works in the media in Kenya should feel unsafe, unduly frustrated, or should have any problem working anywhere in the country. That we are on course to unraveling that matter effectively, and IG, I thank you very much. Let us proceed on that course, and in most cases, let us ensure everyone who was involved directly or indirectly is brought to account. We are a rule of law country, and the law must prevail at all times. We will do our best to be reasonable in dealing with these issues, but we are going to remain firm and committed to keeping our country safe. Now I want to assure the people of Kenya, wherever they are, that there's nothing to be worried about. As I said, we are on duty 24/7. Terrorism is a global phenomenon. Some aspects of it, my friend Ambassador Matiang'i will talk about it from the NCTC shortly. Some of these may be trends that you can see elsewhere, but for us in Kenya, we are improving our state of preparedness and commitment to serve our people every day. And as we go forward, we will do whatever it takes to avoid a recurrence, but most importantly also to ensure that our people remain safe as they go about their activities. We will need biometric registration of all Kenyans. This is a system that is going to be managed by our assistant chiefs. There will be the focal point of registration as we go forward. We'll begin the training, I will begin the rollout. My brothers and sisters, the regional and county commissioners, you will supervise this exercise, and it has to be successful in every part of your jurisdiction. We have started the Police Human Resource Information Management System registration, and I'm very grateful that it's going very well. In Kilifi, it is done. We're moving on to second and third counties. And we agreed with the Inspector General that because of the manner in which it is moving, it's okay, we can open up for a few weeks so that we complete it at the end of February. Initially, we had planned to complete it at the end of January, but due to practical logistical challenges, such as destruction last week when we had an attack, we will complete this exercise by the end of February. Let us stay on it. We would like everyone within the police service to be registered, and we have the details of everyone in the police service. And now I insist that because we want orderly records for everyone, KPRs and NPRs must be registered too. Everyone who's holding a gun that they were given by us, IG, has got to be registered. So the police commanders in your regions and in your counties, NKPRs or NPRs who are there have to be registered together with the rest of the police officers who are being registered. We want to have a census. I would like to know who holds a gun officially. And we have that record. We have to be accountable public officers so that we know which kind of people are these. We have given guns, we are able to trace them, and we are able to track them. I will discuss at another forum the future and the planning about that NPR and KPR, because it's a program now that we need to relook at. And then, by the way, I am open to advice from all of you, especially the county commissioners and the regional commissioners, because you have practical experience on this and how it is working. I would be happy to listen to what you think about this. But for now, those that we have given guns, NPRs and KPRs, must be registered. And you know, we already have said that we are going to review, and I want us to look at all the firearm licenses in the country. And I hope that by the grace of God, by 18th of March, because I have not revised the dates of the moratorium, every licensed firearm holder will have this card. And you can see it's got a microchip. It's a card issued by the Firearm Licensing and Control Board. It's got a microchip. It's got all the details of the firearm holder. And when the police commander, for example, in the region, requires you to produce this card because you hold a firearm, you must produce it, because this is how we get all the details we need on every firearm, licensed firearm holder. This card, everyone who is licensed to hold a firearm in Kenya, every civilian who's licensed to have a firearm, must now have this card. And we are not going back on this arrangement. I do not have the time, and I don't want to sound like I am whining and moaning about this. The police officers in this room know the pains we have gone through. We collect cartridges, we are not able to trace the guns because they are not registered anywhere. We are fighting crime, and we are committed to fight crime. My brothers and sisters from the police force understand this. Let us stop this sometimes public relations engagements we do when it involves the security of our people. So we are ready. The Firearms Licensing and Control Board is doing this. So it is you, the police commanders, but most importantly, we start with public awareness through the regional and county commissioners, and cascade this down to the deputy county commissioners and to the chiefs and assistant chiefs, so that everyone who holds a firearm in Kenya needs to have this card by 18th of March, as it were. I am aware that a group of people is going to court. They're called the Ngao National Gun Owners Association. The others who are not members of Ngao have no problem. The members of Ngao seem to have a problem with registering. They have gone to court, and the court has stopped us from dealing with them for now. When it comes to 19th, IG Boynet and us will decide what we will do. But you must have a card if there is somebody who's licensed to have a firearm. These are things we need to do to strengthen our country, and we are going to discuss details of this. We are going to have several operations in the country to mop up, because there are areas in the country where we suspect actually that there are illegal firearms in civilian hands or in hands that should not have them. We are going to move on this. It's a fact of life. I try to avoid speaking like this, but it's a fact of life that we cannot go on this way, where we engage in certain activities as if we are engaged in PR when it involves security of our people. Certain neighborhoods in our cities that have been a problem over a period of time, 2019 is the year to clean them. I actually don't care what anyone else thinks about this. We have to move in and sort out some of these problems. There are areas in this country you people know. The police officers in this room understand what I'm talking about.